What's going on, everybody? Sebastian here. Today we're going to quickly talk about a cardinal rule in business, and that's buy low, sell high. I'm reminded of a quote by Warren Buffett. He says, the first rule in business, don't lose money. The second rule in business is, don't forget about rule number one. So that is absolutely critical when you're talking about an Amazon business. I've seen quite a bit of times sellers come to me and they need help with one of their products, and they'll tell me, look, I sourced the product for $5 and they're selling it for $15.99, and they say, I'm struggling maintaining steady sales. I'm struggling with high ACoS, which means their ads are very expensive upon conversion, and they're having a hard time scaling past like this plateau. And the reason for that, when you look at it, it looks like they're making money on paper, right? They're like, okay, they're buying it for $5, selling it for $15.99. Let's say after fees, let's say, minus $5 in fees, that'll be $11.99. So it looks like on paper they're 2xing their money, right? Looks like a 2x right there. Well, in reality, there's a couple things that this seller in particular was overlooking, and one of them is competition. For one, as time goes on, Amazon gets more competitive, and as it gets more competitive, usually, depending on what category, what niche you're in, you'll start to see prices drop as more products of a similar kind come to market. And so what this seller in particular is experiencing, and he had some success, a little success early on, he was at least doubling his money, but now he's having a hard time maintaining rank and keeping cash flow efficient in the month. And that's because his margins are too tight right here. 2x, this isn't really 2x, because if you look at the price ceiling, if he's buying it for $5, selling it for $11.99, you also want to subtract, let's just say for this particular product, let's just subtract $2 in advertisement per unit. That's $9.99. right? And you also have to have cash flow reserves to reorder your inventory. So if you put $5 in, you have to automatically subtract, if you want to sustain your business, the $5 which you got the product for. So that leaves them with $4.99. Sorry, it's terrible writing. So that's really what his margin is. So he's not really 2xing his money. He's on paper breaking even with this $5. So when he is working with this, when you only have $5 to work with, right? Don't get fooled. Okay, if I can buy it for $5 and sell it for $15.99, it looks like I'm at least doubling my money. But there's all these factors that come into place. Ads, right? So this is what you're left with, and then restock and restock. So that's $4.99. So is he really 2xing his money? No, he's not. And for him to 2x his money, the price point should actually be $25.99. I mean, if you wanted to 2x, it would be at least $19.99. But I always tell sellers, don't ever go for a 2x. 2x is too close. The margins are razor thin, and especially as time goes on, like I said, it gets more and more competitive, which means if he has to drop the price by $1, boom, $3.99, $2, say another seller comes in, sells a better deal, and they're able to source it cheaper at a higher quality, and they're able to sell it for $13.99. Now he's going to lose tons of sales. He's going to have to drop the price $2, which will leave him with $2.99. And I don't know about you, but you're going to have to sell a lot of inventory to at $4.99, $2.99 to $4.99 in margins. Now you have to ask yourself, is $4.99 worth your time? When you invest in a business, you always have to think, of the opportunity costs. And opportunity costs are the intangible costs associated with running a business. So all the time invested in launching this product, doing your giveaways, running hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads to only make $4.99, you really have to ask yourself, is this worth my time? And if the answer is yes, $4.99 is worth my time, then that's on you. If not, if you're thinking long term, if you're thinking, look, if I'm investing $5 of my hard-earned money, I want to at least have $20, right? I give you 5, give me back 20. So you only need to make 5 sales a day, just 5 sales a day at $20 of an at least $20 profit margin, and you're already at $100 a day right there, profit, 5 units. So if you're gonna buy something for for $5, you want to sell it for $25.99. So let's subtract, your $5 there, restock. So now you're at $20.99. Let's subtract $2 a unit in ads. So now you're at $18.99, right? So look, fees. And let's do restock. So this is Amazon fees, right? This is ads, and this is restock. Subtract that, $13.99. Now you're looking at the numbers, and even then, I would barely give this one an okay. So if you're gonna buy for 5, look to sell for between $25 to $35 at least. $25.99 would be the lowest I would go. So if you have to search for a product to meet all the criteria to at least 3x your money, right? If you sell it for 5, it would have to be at the very least $25.99, because you'd almost be 3xing your money right here. And you have now more wiggle room that if the price ceiling were to lower due to increased competition, you'd be okay. So this is still a bit low for me, the $12.99 price point, but that's how you have to change the way you look at products. Don't think, okay, if I sell it for 5, $15.99 looks like money on paper. It's not really for the long term. This is a short-term play, and a lot of Amazon sellers fail because they're not calculating the numbers correctly. They're forgetting the cardinal principles in business, exactly like Warren Buffett said: buy low, sell high. Don't ever go into something thinking I want to break even or make razor thin margins. Amazon is a great opportunity that if you can put all this together, it does require real work. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you're persistent and you're consistent with the effort you're putting into drawing out numbers, looking for products, finding ways in which you can improve current products and maybe double the price than what your competitor's selling, then they won't even be able to compete with you on a price floor, because your value would be so much greater, that if you can provide a unique value and source it cheaper, but not necessarily cheaper quality, you're sourcing it from a less expensive manufacturer, then the long term you're gonna win out, right? So if you're gonna do $5, look $25 to $35. Calculate that in your head, because there's a lot of fees that you might not reconsider, especially for new sellers. They always overlook the restock and the ads and the Amazon fees, right? So always buy low, sell high. Look, okay, $5, can I at least sell it for $25.99 and up, right? Buy low, sell high. And that's basically what I wanted to go over real quick today. Was one of the cardinal principles in business, and it's taken me far in my Amazon business. So if you can calculate these numbers correctly, you're gonna do awesome on Amazon. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next video.